Well, hey guys, a few weeks ago I turned my first live edge bowl and it came out really nice. Today I want to do it again with this piece of walnut. As you can see, it's got some serious cracks going on, and I learned my lesson after the last bowl. I'm only going to use from here up. I have put several coats of CA glue. I used my thin clear and my medium black. I have pumped a bunch of CA into this crack. I'm going to cut this off, get it mounted up on the lathe, and see what we can come up with. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll add more CA if we need to, but I'm going to round off the corners and get it mounted up. Well, I think we're about ready. Well, I think it's time to sharpen. And I get asked all the time, do I have a sharpening system? And the answer is no, but I use, well, you'll see. If you have fancy tools, you might cringe, so viewer discretion advised. I hope to someday invest in a nice sharpening system, but as long as I've got these cheap tools, my 6x80 belt sander is going to have to work. Believe it or not, it does help. Boy, look at that cut. Whew. That's nice. All right, who's ready for some sanding? Well, we got a couple cracks, and I have learned my lesson. I am not going to mess around. I'm going to glue those up right now. I get asked all the time, what is CA glue? It's basically super glue, and this is an accelerant that causes it to set up instantly. Now that crack that I did before I even started, that glue got down in there deep. That's nice. I won't make you watch the rest of this sanding. I will bring you back when it's time to turn this thing around. Well, I had forgotten to hit record, but all you missed was me putting on a coat of Rubio Monocoat, and now I'm going to polish it off. Now this can be a two-part system with the hard wax and an activator, but you don't have to use the activator, which I am not here. I'm just using the wax. That is real nice. Okay, well, I'm going to get this switched around and start hollowing it out. Now this inside would be a lot of fun to sand, but I spent a lot of time with the scraper and sharpening. It's not going to need a whole lot of sanding, but I'm really liking how this came out. Look at this little knot that just kind of hung on there. All that's left to do now is to flip it around and turn the tenon off of it, which is where everything went haywire last time. Now, of course, this one is far more stable than that piece of fur I was turning, so. And my tenon is almost flush with the bottom here. I don't need to turn a whole bunch away. I'm not going to flirt with that one. I'm just going to sand the rest of that off. Well, the only thing left to do is to sign this thing with my new laser and try out the engraving. All right, first try, let's check it out. Oh man. Gonna hit that with a little bit more finish, but that looks pretty darn good to me. Well guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm going to need to stop turning my firewood into beautiful bowls if I want to be able to heat my shop this winter, but I don't know. I can't argue with how this came out. I think it's beautiful. At the end of the video, I'll have some glamour shots of it. Stay tuned. The next video will be a pretty gnarly recovery mission of a yew tree that fell on the lower part of my property. I get that up and on the mill. After that, viewer John sent me a block of Osage orange that I'm going to turn on my lathe, so that'll be coming up too. I've actually got a lot of stuff coming up, and I'm still working on this monster table that someday I hope to have a video on and get done. But until then, I appreciate you guys watching. Stick around. We'll see you soon.